Hello, everyone. 2 days ago, I had a very nice talk in a video chat with Chalermpol Tapsai, a Thai lecturer who just finished his PhD. So I should say a talk with Dr. Chalermpol Tapsai. He is a specialist in natural language processing, focusing on Asian languages, and he graduated from King Mongkut's University of Technology in North Bangkok and from the Distance Learning University or Fernuniversität in Hagen, Germany. Yeah, so he gained a double PhD with just one research topic and one thesis. So I was very keen to talk to him to learn a bit more about this project. And today I'm very glad to share this, this talk with you. So please welcome Dr. Chalermpol Tapsai, and I'll switch over to our video chat.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, it's good to see you. It seems to be a quiet room, so we can talk and well, hopefully use the material so that other students can also benefit from your experience. So you completed all your exams, right? You had your vita, your PhD defense.
Yeah.
So now you just need to publish the book, and then that's it.
Yeah, I have published on Deposit Hagen already. And yeah, and last week I have sent my five copy of my thesis to Fern in Hagen already.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Professor Herwig, he advised me to publish, to expand, modify some content, and to publish with Springer publisher.
Yeah, cool. No, I mean, Springer is perfect.
Yeah,
that's a really very highly regarded German publishing house.
Yes, but I have modified it to be to make it to be just like a textbook for Thai people or to other people to learn how to do research on natural language processing for Thai language.
Yeah,
I think that the study in this project, that is a cooperation project from between Thai University and German University, is a very good program.
Yeah,
that make me learn a lot.
Yeah, so I already read in your email reply that you spent at least some time in Hagen. And then you also went to Leipzig, right?
Yes, I have at the last October, I go to Fern University in Hagen about 1 month. And we have planned, I have about 2-3 days travel to Leipzig to share my research to Leipzig student about my research on Thai natural language, because in Leipzig they have research for natural language for many language.
Yeah,
but I found some disadvantage, some weakness in the research on Thai language. So I try to help Professor Uwe to approve that. And after I have presented there, Professor Uwe, he want me to come back to Leipzig again to help him to improve that research for Thai language.
Yeah.
Maybe I think about October this year I will go to Germany again, and he invites me to go to Leipzig to talk about how we can cooperation in the research on Thai language and as well as Lao language, Cambodia language, that I can help him.
Yeah. Now, I mean that's also interesting to know, you know, for other PhD candidates to see that once you have established such a network and once you have those contacts to Germany, that yeah, then typically you have a chance to be re-invited to other people to talk to and to present your results. And I think that's really one of the benefits of doing such a double degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yes, I think that there is very good opportunity, especially for Thai people or many other people in other country. If you study just only in your country, you may you may get some experience in your country. But I think the cooperation like Thailand with Germany in this way can help students to get more experience and get more knowledge to develop their research to be better, and at the same time the student can get two PhD degree from just like me. I get the PhD degree from Thailand and also get from Fernuniversität too. That is a very good benefit, I think that. But it's not just only the degree. It's not just only the degree that is a very good benefit. As I told you before, I have learned many things in this cooperative program that the university in Thailand have the cooperation with German Fernuniversität. In this program, I have a good advice from my professor, from my advisor, Professor Unger. He advised me to attend a good conference in Spain, in Majorca. That is the place that I have present my research there, and many professors there advise me, and I get many techniques to improve my research. I think that the way like this, the student who want to study for more experience, for more benefit, if they have the chance to study in the program that is the cooperation between university like this, it is a very good benefit for everyone to get into the cooperative like this.
Cool. I mean, I have an idea, but maybe you could explain to the other students how did that work? I mean, you have to meet all kinds of requirements from both universities, and how do you do that in such a double degree?
At the first time, I am the PhD student of King Mongkut University, North Bangkok, at the first time. After I have studied there for 1 or 2 years, after that, I have the chance to present my research to many professors. And one day, Professor Unger, he have the cooperative binational PhD with King Mongkut University, and I have met him and present my research with him. And after that, we talk about the detail that how I can apply to be a student to this cooperative program. And after that time, Professor Herwig, he gave me the application form. Then I fill the form and send back to Fernuniversität. After the committee, the faculty have take my application, then they answer to accept me to be a student of this cooperation program.
Okay. And
so
did you have to take any courses in Hagen? Any coursework with the PhD? I mean, is it a graduate school, or how did that work?
At the first time that I studied in King Mongkut University in Thailand, we have the coursework already. But for the cooperative program for German university, for Fernuniversität, there is no coursework. Yeah, just because it is the cooperation program that between King Mongkut and Fernuniversität. So just only I research more from my thesis to make it maybe deeper, or to be to modify something without study coursework.
Yeah, that is actually the typical way how to do a PhD in Germany. So most German PhDs are done research only, so you don't do any coursework. So when you meet your requirements, your coursework in Thailand, then you can just go to Germany and focus only on the research. And that way you basically meet the requirements for a PhD in Germany. I mean, okay. And the final exam, I mean, how did that work?
At the first time, I have the appointment to defend my exam at Fernuniversität. But as everyone knows, we have the coronavirus outbreak. So the appointment is postponed and changed to be online defense instead of go to Germany. So for me, I have the online defense.
Did you have to speak any German? Do you speak German?
No, it is no need to speak German to finish the program, to defense, because German people, especially in Fernuniversität, the dean and the professor, everyone can speak English. So they don't force you to study or to speak German. But to speak German, for me, it is the thing that I like to learn. So I think for students, don't worry about German language. It is no need.
I don't know. You're a computer scientist or linguist or both by training?
My master degree is computer science, but I am the person who loves to learn. So I think that if we want to make computer to be to understand people in the field that artificial intelligence, for me, from my point of view, I think that language is a very important part, that we have to make computer to understand the language. For Thai language, we have many problems about how to make computer understand Thai language, because Thai language is very complicated. We have complicated in words, in sentence. We have many patterns of sentence to use, and we have a lot of words that have the same meaning. The first step that is a very difficult task for Thai natural language is word segmentation. Until now, we cannot do well in word segmentation in Thai language yet. So I think that the first thing that we have to do for Thai natural language processing is to do the best word segmentation that have just only few error on that. And then after we have a good word segmentation, we get a correct result. We can use this correct result to develop, to make natural language processing to be better and better performance. I think that. So my background is computer science, but because I have a lot of interesting to do natural language processing, so I have to study a lot about language to do that. Yeah. In my research, now I work in the university. My university is Sunanta Ratchapat University. My work is I have to research in some field that is not language, just like economy. My university have to help people to sell their product. So my research sometimes concerned with to do e-marketing, to help people in Thailand to do e-marketing. So my research sometimes concerned with how to use technology to help people to do e-commerce, something like that. And some of my research is about the education. So I do in many fields, but what I have a strong interest is natural language. That is my most interesting field.
What would you say? Is there anything? I'm always interested in. I mean, you could call it a cliche, but anyway, anything typically German that you experienced? What was different in the style of research or in the style of communication in Germany compared to Thailand?
You mean in language or living?
No, not in the language. In the way people communicate or conduct research.
What I have, I think that for living, German people is very nice. That I think. But how to research? I think in Germany, you have. I think that you have a better system for research, because in Thailand, I think that many people who live in Thailand knows that if you work in Thailand, just like you are the lecturer, you have many work to do, not just only research. For Thai lecturer, you have to teach a lot. You have to help people in Thailand. Lecturer not to research only, but we have to teach students. We have to do the project to help people to have better life. So we have the time for research, not much. It's different from German, that if you want to research, you will have many time to focus on your research. So I think that the research system in Germany is very different from Thailand, because you have time, you have facilitation, you have facility to support you to directly focus on your research. It's different from Thailand, that you have to do many things in the same time.
Okay. What do you think? What will be your personal benefit?
When I get a 2 degree in Thailand, I get doctoral of information technology from King Mongkut University, North Bangkok. And from German is the degree is computer engineering. So for me, it is a good benefit for me because I have two different degrees. So the first thing that from the experience that I have from my research on my thesis, I can use the result from that both degree to improve my research on natural language. That is the first thing. For my career, for my career that I am a lecturer in university. In Thailand, if you have 2 degrees, that is different degree. That is the benefit better than you have just only one. Yeah, in Thailand. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I agree. I mean, it is very impressive to gain 2 doctorates.
Yes. So
at the same time.
I think that is the very good opportunity for students in Thailand. I think that after you have joy with the program like this, you may be, it will make you eager to do more advanced thing. I think that other people can get this experience like me to do like this, and you will happy to do it. And after you have finished, you will be proud and you get more experience to do another thing that is greater.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. And how did the supervision work?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have a supervisor, a professor,
yeah,
who takes care of the entire project, and I mean, I imagine that can be difficult if this supervisor doesn't speak your language and comes from a different culture. And how did you cope with that?
Mm-hmm. Maybe my lucky. Yeah. My professor, my advisor, Professor Herwig Unger, he is a very nice people. He helped me a lot. He advised me many things about how to do the research. And when I have the idea, about my research on thesis, when I asked him, I present him, I describe about my research. He gives me a good suggestion. He gives me a good advice. And sometimes he gives me a book, or he tell me about some theory or some knowledge that can help me to get a new idea to improve my research. So I think that it is my lucky that I have a good advisor that can help me to get a new idea, and he is my inspiration. He make me eager to do the thing that is advanced, better than that I think at the first time.
Yeah.
So I think advisor is very important. That make you success in the thing that you want to do.
Yeah. Do you have any recommendations? How? I mean, what would you say is the most important about an advisor? Mm-hmm. What makes an advisor a good advisor, or what do you think? How could other Thai students, other young researchers find a good advisor?
Mm-hmm. Okay, the first thing that is a Thai student weakness is English. So I think that the only obstacle is just only English language. If Thai student can speak English and understand English, you just only try to make English to be good enough to communicate with your advisor.
Mm-hmm.
The advisor is not problem. The problem is you just can be speak to make understanding between advisor and you. The advisor he try to help you, but if you cannot tell him what you do, what you want to do, what you want help, if you cannot communicate to the advisor, he cannot help you. But I think the problem is just only language. Don't worry about advisor. Advisor is I think he have knowledge, he have experience, he have everything that you need already. He can advise you, he can help you, but the problem is you just communicate with him to make understand between you and advisor.
Yeah. Did you need any language test or anything?
Yes. Before I get into to be a PhD student of King Mongkut University, I have to pass English test before I apply to be the King Mongkut. In every Thai university, before you let to be a student of the university, you have to pass English. But as I have mentioned before, for Thai people, we have problem about English language. That is a big problem. Yeah. Sometimes we understand what is the right sentence, what is the wrong sentence, but to speak, to communicate, it is a very difficult thing for a Thai student.
Yeah.
So I think that the first thing that we have to prepare for Thai student is try to communicate using English to make understand between people is a very important thing.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine verb forms are a nightmare, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in Thai you have learn or something, yeah, and then in English you have go, went, gone, going, and all of that, and you just have to pick the right one.
Tense, I think tense is less important than speak to make understanding. Sometimes you speak with the wrong tense, but the listener understand what you say is okay. But when you try to write the book or write your thesis, you have to make a correct tense. You have to make a correct sentence, just only that time. But for speaking, for communicate with your advisor is he try to understand you.
But then you got a proofreader for your PhD thesis, I guess, for the language wise.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean that's something that I would recommend everybody who's writing in a foreign language. I mean, you just need somebody, some native speaker to look over it. And
It is good when you want to write a correct book or thesis. You may have a native speaker to help you at that time.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything you want to share? Let's say I mean, right now we just had positive aspects. Is there anything where you say, something that you didn't like about Germany or about this double degree program, or any troubles that you want to warn people? Hey, don't make this mistake. Try to avoid something.
Maybe I have just only 1 month in Germany, so I don't know a lot about Germany. But I think that in 1 month, I have learned many things from German people. When I go to Germany last October and spend 1 month there, I found that German people is very nice people. I don't think that is a problem for Thai people to go there, because in Germany there are a lot of Thai people there. I found my friend that I never met 30 years ago in Germany. At the time that I go there, I found my student that have learned with me 10 years ago in Germany, in Frankfurt airport. So in Germany, many Thai people there. I think that German people knows Thai people, and Thai people, we have a good relation with German people. So for me, I think there is not problem, because we know each other. We have a good relation between countries. So for Thai students, I want to tell them that you don't worry about the conflict or the problem about German people and Thai people. I have a good time. Just only 1 month in Germany, but I have a good time. Every German people that I met in Germany at that time is nice people, good for me. We have a good time together. So I have a very good impression with German people and Germany. So if you want me to, if you want me to talk about that is the real thing that I talk. I have just only a good thing in Germany, and I like to go to Germany again and again. Yeah, I plan this year I will go back again to Fernuniversität and go to Leipzig and go to the conference with my professor, with my advisor.
Yeah.
I have a good thing.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, in Germany, we call this advisor traditionally Dr. Vater or Dr. Mutter. So it's a PhD father or PhD mother. So it can be quite a close relationship. And if you're lucky, those doctoral parents will take care of you and connect you with other people. So
I want to tell Thai students that you don't worry about that. German people is very nice, I think.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you very much for this little talk.
Yeah.
Happy with that.
I have one thing.
Yeah, sure.
I have one thing to talk. How to get the by PhD here is nothing to pay more. Nothing to pay more. I want to tell Thai students this is a good opportunity that you will get a second PhD degree without pay anything. Just only you will pay for your travel, pay for your living, but nothing to pay for study. Just only the last one that you have to print your thesis to do just only a few spent for the second degree. So I think that this is a very good benefit.
Yeah. And that is actually surprising to many people when you look at the education career in Germany from kindergarten to PhD. The only point in time where you have to pay little fees is really the kindergarten. And after that, primary school, secondary school, bachelor's, master's, PhD. So you can do all of that without any tuition fees. So the tuition fees are covered by the government, not just for Germans, but for anyone.
Yeah. No. Oh, I think that is good for Thai people, I think.
Yeah. No, it's also good for German people, right? I mean, it really helps to get international scholars to Germany and to make the university an international place. Yeah. So, I mean, in Hagen, it's a distance learning university, so you don't need many students. But otherwise, 1 in every 8 students comes from abroad. And that's for bachelor's, master's, PhD, and also for the teachers. Yeah, if you look at the lecturers and the researchers, you have 12% from abroad. Yeah. So we are always happy to attract more people, and I think we've got 1,200 Thai students right now in Germany.
I want to say thank you to DAAD too.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome. We didn't even pay for you. I think you just
because you give a good opportunity, a good chance for Thai people, for Thai students. I want to thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, in this case, you know, the only thing that we did was really helping Professor Unger to set up this network. Otherwise, I think there was no German money involved. Huh? You didn't receive any scholarship or any.
No. Yeah. But maybe I think after this time, maybe because I have planned to do some research with professor in Germany. Professor Unger, Professor Uwe from Leipzig. Yeah. But it will be start after I go to Germany next time. Yeah.
Actually, there is good news. It is really very fresh still, but I am optimistic that we can open up the researcher mobility program that we have, so that it is not only for Royal Golden Jubilee professors, but so that any researcher can apply for funding to cooperate with a German partner.
Oh, very good news.
That would be great. Yes, I hope that we can finish that this year.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Professor. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, sir.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Bye. See you.